Hi, it's Carol from Allergy Free Living, and today I'm here with my two grandchildren. This is Nicholas and this is Phoebe, and we're going to make chocolate chip cookies. Now this recipe is a great recipe. It's something I've had in my family for a long time, and I want to show you how you can use the stuff that I've shown you in the pantry. And one of the things I've used is the Namaste flour. That's this. Okay. I use this. I've used this for the shortening. Okay. All right. Now we're going to start the basic. Nicholas, you can put that into the bowl,
Okay.
please.
What could I do?
Oh, you're going to have something.
Okay.
Now, this is 5 tablespoons of butter. And Phoebe, I'm going to let you put in a third of a cup. You can take that and put it right in there. A third of a cup of shortening. Okay, thank you. We'll get it all out. Sometimes I do this. Get it all out of there. Again, I have an allergy with soy, so I can't use regular shortening. So I use the one that I showed. Well, first what we're going to do is we're going to turn the mixer on. And when I beat this, now I'm going to just beat the shortening and the butter together for a second, okay? Now I'm going to lift this, and Nicholas, or you know what, Phoebe, I think you can pour that in. How's that? That's 1 egg beaten, okay? Now we're going to put this down, and Phoebe, would you pull this towards like that? Thank you. And Nick, would you turn that on to the middle? Okay, so I'm mixing the egg in with the butter, just to incorporate it a little. And now I want to kind of get the butter. It's on the sides. I mean, I know a lot of you already know how to do the cookies, but I'm just going through all of the different things that we have here. Okay, now Nick, you can take this and pour it in carefully because the mixer's on. There. Thank you. And Phoebe, now you can do this. Thank you. And look, at a little bit popped out. Let's take this. Okay.
Chocolate.
It looks like chocolate, doesn't it? But that's brown sugar. We put in a half a cup of brown sugar packed and a half a cup of regular sugar. Okay? Now watch that. Okay, now, Phoebe, this is a teaspoon of vanilla. Would you put it right in there like that? Thank you. Now we're going to turn this. Now, the flour mixture, I already mixed it in this. And the mixture for the flour is 1.5 cups of flour, a half a teaspoon of salt, and a half a teaspoon of baking soda. So that's what's in here, and I mixed it. So right now I'm going to blend that with the butter and egg mixture. Boy, it's kind of flying over to you, Phoebe.
Oh my gosh.
It's all over, huh? That's the thing. You got to put it on low. Okay? That's why it's a good thing that you have paper towels, right? All right, we're done with this. Excuse me? Yeah, well, first we're gonna mix this. Now, well, that's okay. We'll worry about that later. But now what I have to do is take this and who doesn't want to do that? I'm getting it all off the sides. Now, I'm going to use my spatula. Now well, first we want to mix it all together. Now, what we're going to do is, the last thing are our chocolate chips. Now, I told Phoebe that
No.
she could put them in. That's okay. All right. Okay, Phoebe can put some in. Here. You want to put some of these in? Okay, you can move the bowl. Thank you. Okay, and Nick will put in the rest if you want. You want to take this plastic and empty it in?
How are you? Hey.
They were stuck inside there. Okay, now I'm going to turn this on and watch how it's going to hop around in there. Because the chocolate chips that I use are 53% cocoa. And I get them from Nestle's, and they're in my pantry as well. Because all chocolate chips, except for very few, have soybean oil in it, so I can't use it. But the Nestle's 53% chocolate, it's fantastic. It really is. It is so good. They're bigger chips. They're very good. Okay, so with this recipe, there's 2 secrets that I want to share with you about chocolate chip cookies. Now, maybe a lot of you have a recipe that says only butter. Well, I learned, well, you're, here, a little bit there. Now, what I've done is, I've put shortening and butter together because that keeps the cookies from, like, flattening out. Now, the other secret is taking your dough, once you've mixed it, and we've mixed our dough, and we're done with this here. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator. You cover it, but that's okay. Cover it with saran. And I'll put it in the refrigerator for at least an hour or more, okay? Right in the fridge. Now, the wonders of, okay guys, now, I already did it. So, we have my cookie sheet, which I've already covered with parchment paper. Parchment paper is really important to use when you're doing cookies. Very important, and I'll tell you why. A lot of times your cookie sheet has all kinds of stuff on it. If you use parchment paper, this is going to cook evenly. There won't be things underneath. So, after this was in the refrigerator, Nicholas, what you can do is, I used this scoop, okay? And I've already scooped these. So if you want, Nick, you can take these. Here, Phoebe, you can put them on the little marks right there, okay?
I really want to eat them.
No, not now. You will be able to in just a minute.
Okay.
All right, try to find the little spots for them to go. How's that? See, you have to put them evenly separated because they're going to spread. Go ahead. And if they spread into each other, that's okay.
But then you'll have an awkward cookie.
Well, I guess any kind of cookie is better than no cookie, even an awkward one. Okay, guys. Nicholas, you can put this over there for me. I'm going to put this in an oven, 375. I always put my cookie sheet on the top. There's usually like 3 or 4 places that you can put it. I'm going to put it like 1 notch below the top.
Mommy, could I have a cookie?
And I put it in for 8 minutes.
Please.
That's what I do. Everybody's oven is different. But voila, guess what, guys? Speed. There you go. These are what the cookies look like. Okay? So guys, go ahead. Enjoy. And here, Mom, you get to have one too.
Thanks, Nana.
Now, I want you all to understand that this was my recipe that I had. It's kind of hard for you to see, but I just want you, this really was a family recipe, and it's a great recipe. So I want you to know now that you can take your recipes and you can substitute. That's why I'm doing this. I want you to know that you can substitute with the right flours and it will taste just the same. Because do you think they'd be eating it if they didn't like it? I don't think they would. So guys, I really appreciate all your help in baking. Here they are. I think that there's no better testimony than to how good something is as the testimony of them having a cookie in each hand. So thank you, Phoebe, and thank you, Nicholas.
You're welcome.
And I hope you enjoyed this show, and I hope you try and use the flours that I just used in your desserts. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again. Bye.